You're listening to Short History Shorts audio, where history speaks louder than images. Carthage did not simply vanish in 146 BC. Though its cities were razed, its armies destroyed, and its people killed or enslaved, Carthage endured in the Roman imagination. For centuries after its fall, Carthage remained more than a cautionary tale. It was a specter, a symbol, a rhetorical device, and a mirror in which Rome could glimpse both its past and its potential future. The memory of Carthage was not buried with its ruins. It was weaponized, glorified, and mourned all at once. In Roman political discourse, Carthage became the archetype of the foreign threat. The name alone could evoke dread and patriotism. Hannibal haunted Roman dreams long after his death. Roman parents allegedly warned unruly children, "Hannibal is at the gates." He became a symbol of cunning danger, a figure whose brilliance highlighted both the vulnerability and the eventual triumph of Rome. Roman authors and orators kept Carthage alive in memory. Livy's monumental history of Rome is steeped in admiration for Roman virtue and fear of foreign duplicity, both of which he portrays through the Punic Wars. Sallust, writing of moral decay in the late Republic, often harked back to the earlier days when Rome fought Carthage, a time when Romans, in his view, were still virtuous. Even Cicero, the consummate Roman statesman and rhetorician, used the memory of Carthage to stir emotions and validate policies. Cato the Elder, the arch-conservative of the Roman Senate, famously ended every speech with the words "Carthago delenda est," Carthage must be destroyed. This phrase became a kind of national chant, reflecting not only the Roman obsession with security, but also the psychological weight that Carthage carried in the Roman mind. Yet there was also admiration in Roman recollections. Polybius, the Greek historian living in Rome, offered a more balanced view, acknowledging the martial discipline, wealth, and resilience of the Carthaginians. Even Roman generals, in destroying Carthage, could not help but acknowledge the grandeur of what they were erasing. Scipio Aemilianus reportedly wept as the city burned, contemplating the inevitable fate that might one day befall Rome itself. Roman Carthage, when rebuilt, became a kind of living monument to this ambivalence. Its streets bore Roman names, but its foundations were Punic. The city became a space where Rome could both flaunt its triumph and quietly absorb the legacy of the vanquished. Its architecture was Roman, but its wealth and location were Carthaginian. Carthage's long-standing dominance of the Western Mediterranean had taught Rome valuable lessons about naval warfare, siegecraft, economic resilience, and colonial administration. In many ways, Rome became what it defeated. The very tools that had once made Carthage so formidable were repurposed by Rome to extend its own dominion. Roman historians, especially in the imperial period, often used Carthage as a rhetorical foil to Rome. Tacitus, Suetonius, and Ammianus Marcellinus looked backward to the Punic Wars as a golden age of Roman virtue. Carthage, in this framework, became less an external enemy and more a yardstick by which to measure Rome's own decline. In the Christian era, the memory of Carthage shifted again. As a major center of early Christianity, Roman Carthage gained new significance. Writers like Augustine of Hippo, born in Roman North Africa, contributed to a spiritual reinterpretation of Carthage. It was no longer merely the home of pagan foes. It was a Christian city, producing bishops and martyrs, defending orthodoxy against heresies like Donatism. And yet, even into the late Empire, echoes of the old rivalry persisted. Roman poets still conjured images of Dido and Aeneas, of Hannibal's swearing of eternal enmity, of battles at Trebia, Trasimene, and Cannae. In the Roman cultural memory, Carthage remained Rome's great other, sometimes villain, sometimes victim, sometimes mirror. Was Carthage remembered as enemy or example? The answer is both. Carthage became a moral lesson, a historical milestone, a symbol of what to fear and what to emulate. Its destruction proved Roman power. Its existence proved Roman vulnerability. In remembering Carthage, Rome preserved a complex portrait of itself, victorious yet wary, dominant yet mortal. Carthage's ashes fertilized more than the African soil. They fertilized Roman identity. In defeating Carthage, Rome claimed supremacy. In remembering Carthage, Rome remembered its own fragility. The memory of Carthage, then, was not just about the past, it was about Rome's future, its fears, and its legacy. Long after its walls fell, Carthage stood, firmly etched in Roman thought, a city conquered in stone but unconquered in spirit.